Hi everyone. So I'm doing it like this again because like you know how iPhone is with their apps and stuff when they come up with a new version or a new device or what have you. Always forcing you to get new devices, right? So I feel like that's what I'm gonna have to be doing sometime soon. Um, these are going to be your Astro weeklies for all signs. We're going to start with the general energies, right? And we're going to look at a card that fell out that I don't know what it is. There's a card at the bottom of the deck. I remember what it is. And each sign has one card. And since we're changing seasons, all the cards are going to be pretty much given the same amount of time because I want to get through these, okay? I would like all of you to know that I will start a rehearsal process in November. So the way that I put the videos out, I mean, there hasn't necessarily been like a rhythmic pattern or any, level of consistency in terms of like dates and patterns of when I put them out. They just come out. And that's how I do it. But, the videos will be coming out and I might actually just try to do them all sooner rather than later, and then they might just be like more abbreviated. Hopefully, I'll just have to get through them quickly and not like end up doing a 40-minute video. Anyway, here we go. So, let's start with the card that fell out for everybody for the last week of October, okay? We're giving October 22nd through the 31st. Halloween week and the week that we go from Libra into Scorpio. And also, we know that Mercury retrograde is happening in Scorpio season, so here we go. We're already in that shadow phase. We've been there since like October 13th, maybe. That was around what? The new moon? Full moon? In Aries? Whoa! Good. Things being revealed to us this week. Some hidden things, right? Reflecting, asking questions, right? Being sensitive to some of the answers that we are finding, right? Or feeling sensitive, basically. Maybe emotionally triggered. Maybe some of us have had to sacrifice something. Maybe we've had to submit to something. What are we allowing, and what's being revealed out of what we might be allowing? Ourselves to think, or ourselves to feel. You know what I mean? Because this could have to do with just kind of like emotions being stirred up. But then because you're having emotions, you're just being kind of like triggered, and everything isn't what it seems. You know what I mean? So before you kind of like you start whining or complaining or going off about something, just realize that everything isn't what it seems, and there are some things that are going to be very clear to you in due time, right? This is also Pisces energy. Pisces is talking about, insecurities, right? So some of our insecurities might be getting the best of us this week. We might become aware of them, or how we might be feeling insecure with a certain environment, right? Because, two, the second house is talking about your environments and what you allow within an environment and how those things actually affect your subconscious, right? And then they create emotional triggers. And your emotional triggers are really just telling you that there's something that you also need to consider here, right? You need to gather and gain perspective, okay? This is also talking about choices, right? What you're going to do with what's being revealed to you, you know? What opportunity, right, you might have within this reveal. Um, Yeah, also listen to your intuition. You know what I mean? Definitely. At the bottom of the deck, the Six of Cups. So this is the Sun in Scorpio, and it's a six. So it's talking about, that energy of Mercury, right? It's related to the lovers. So some of you guys, like I said in the last video I probably did, or this video, you know, reminiscing on a past relationship or having feelings towards something that is about the past, right? This is also talking about focusing on the now and how you relate to your past and your present, right? This is talking about be taking a detailed look at how you feel about something, right? For sure. Um, yeah. Aries, let's start with you at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. You got the Ten of Cups. This is Mars and Pisces. The tens are talking about completions, right? So Pisces is also, exalted. Sorry, Pluto would be the esoteric ruler of Pisces, I believe. And Pisces is the last sign, so it is talking about completion, right, and compassion, right, for an ending that might have been happening. But this is a chance. This is an opportunity for a new beginning for you, Aries. Whatever it is that you might be experiencing, and this is probably talking about, showing compassion or giving compassion to something with purpose, or showing compassion, right, to something. Um, could be to a person or to yourself. You could be showing compassion to yourself because the 10's reduced to a 1, and the 1s are, acknowledging the self, right? Being at the new start of a feeling, right? A brand new feeling. You could have cleansed yourself of something. You might have been going through some emotional experiences, one after the other, you know right? You might have even had to sacrifice something or let go of something, forgive something, right? You might even be healing, right? And this healing is going to bring about a completion, or the completion will bring about a healing for you. You're definitely healing, Aries, right? And this has something to do with career, right? So this is wanting something, right? An appetite for something that is going to satisfy you emotionally in terms of career, okay? Let's move on. Here we go with Taurus at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Taurus, you're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy, but this is also, Taurus, this is also Capricorn energy, being that it is cardinal Earth. And cardinal Earth kind of like definitely wants to initiate things, wants to get things, wants to do things, wants to achieve things, right? And this is a card of great responsibility. So you might just be feeling like very responsible. You might have a lot on your plate, right? Getting a lot of things done, doing it on your own, right? You might even just be feeling isolated from the work or doing the work on your own by yourself. Um, you have Uranus right now in your sign. And we have some things in the sign that opposes you, right? Some things in Scorpio. Venus is there and Mercury is there ahead of Venus, right? And Mercury is just talking about, multiplicity and connections and many things happening. And Capricorn is talking about the consumption and the acknowledgement of many things. So, Mercury could definitely be in your house of relationships, bringing your awareness to a lot of things that might be affecting you within your experience right now. Okay, and then Venus is there really adding beauty to it, so there's something pleasure that you're getting out of this, and you're pleasure seeking within how you're relating to what you connect yourself with. It's networking for you. You know what I mean? You might be communicating a lot, social media, beauty on social media, doing things, you know feeling good about your relationship, also looking good and feeling good, right? You might be being very practical about some things as well, Taurus, right? About how you're doing things and the efforts. Detailed planning, right? One thing after another, right? Not trying to do everything at once, one thing at a time. That's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. Okay? One thing at a time, right? Don't get overwhelmed. All right, so let's go with Gemini at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So Gemini, you have the Emperor. So this is Aries energy. You might be dealing with an Aries. You might be dealing with a boss, an employer, or somebody that is a mentor. Somebody that has wisdom that they can feed you. Because the fourth house, Cancer, is talking about food, consumption, food for thought. Aries rules the head. So you could be thinking with your head. You could be making practical, stances, taking practical stances, right? You're thinking about your foundation, right? Your reality right now. What are you doing? Who are you, actually? It really has nothing to do with anybody else. It really is talking about you, Gemini, and what are you doing? What do you want? You know what I mean? It's a 4, so it is coming from a place of emotion, but it's coming from a place of controlled emotion, right? Naturally. And you are kind of detached from your emotional process because you try to, make things logical within that emotional process, and it's hard to do that. You know what I mean? So you can block out the emotion so that you can get things done so that you're not distracted. And this is you not being distracted, okay, Gemini? We want you to be focused, okay? Because you can get distracted. Don't be. All right, let's look at Cancer at 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Cancer, you got the Page of Pentacles, which is talking about change within your reality, right? And adhering to the rules and the responsibilities and your obligations, right? You're doing work. This might be a new job for you, Cancer, or this could be, you know, something coming in and presenting itself as an opportunity for you to learn something more. You know what I mean? This is maybe certification, or this might be, you know, gaining more skills, right? During this retrograde period, okay? Because Cancer, you had your Mercury retrograde over the summer, and now this energy is trining you with Scorpio. So this change is transforming you, right? Sorry. And this is Saturn, so this is talking about karmic connections that you might be making. You know, you might be meeting some people that might be karmic for you in terms of like where you go next, right? What you learn to do next, right? Or what they see your capabilities, right? Someone might be, you know, connecting with you because of what your capabilities are, right? What you can do, right? Quality, because of the quality of the work that you might be doing, or they see potential, right? Because the pages all have potential in terms of what they, you know, what they can do. The world for Leo, okay, at 11. Let's go with 11 minutes, Leo, okay? You got the world. So this is job, this is work, this is the completion of something. The threes are talking about an environment that is protected, right? So this is talking about you protecting something, protecting, you know, something that you want to see, that you're trying to receive something, you're trying to pull something in, right? You're trying to manifest something for sure. You know what I mean? Changes within your reality, right? That's what this is talking about. So you're experiencing some changes within your reality and you're feeling good about that. You're thinking that you're coming full circle, or that you have come full circle, right, Leo? So that's really great. The threes are talking about the third house communication. Could be communicating with people that have, you know, experience, right? Because the world is talking about experience, right? Mentorship and also learning things, with it being Saturn and Capricorn, right? So time, right? You might have to, you know, devote your time to something, right, Leo? And this is also success, right? It's talking about successes for you. You know, the three is related to the Empress, so it's also talking about creating something. And whatever this ending stage, or this completion that you're experiencing is gonna bring way, to something else, right? You've gone through some kind of like test, right? You've passed some test, some kind of test. You know what I mean? Stay humble, right? All right, so let's go ahead and look at Virgo at 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Virgo, you got the Ace of Cups, which is talking about a new opportunity, right? It's how you're aware of a feeling, right? And inspired, right? And inspired by this feeling to probably, you know, reconsider something or change something or allow something to be what it's going to be, because it could be very like magical or mystical, right? Okay. It's also talking about work. So, you know, you could be getting a chance, right? Given a chance to do something that is personal to you, right? In terms of your career or work, or something that, you know, is close to your heart. You know what I mean? Virgo. So, you know, yeah. It's a new beginning. You know, you're cleansing yourself of some old energy and you're starting starting over fresh. You know, it's kind of like wiping the slate clean. Okay. Yeah, some of you are also maybe feeling overwhelmed by an opportunity, or overwhelmed by like a responsibility or something that you may have to do. Um, you know, you could also even be intimidated, right, by something that is positive for you, but it's kind of like now you have to kind of like do something. You have to express yourself um, with this opportunity that has been given to you. You see what I mean? All right, Virgo. Let's go ahead and go on to Libra at 14 minutes and 14 seconds. Libra, you got the Ace of Rods, another ace, two aces in a row. That's actually pretty good. So Virgo, Libra people, all right, Virgo, Libra people, new beginnings for sure. Ace of Rods, Libra, that's amazing. This is passion, drive, enthusiasm, creativity, movement, energy. I just did the Libra bonus reading before this, and it was like so much fire and so much ninth house energy and going inward to determine something. So you're also doing something with career and job, right? I feel like you've passed some tests too, Libra, right? Because the Ten of Wands is talking about, you know, that's the Lord of oppression and feeling, you know, the weight of the responsibility, right, being put to the test, right? So you've passed this test now. You're at the beginning stage. This is a new opportunity for growth for you, Libra. And I feel like it's something that's really good for you. It's something that you can depend on, something that you can count on. You just have to recognize it and identify with it, align yourself with it. The aces talk about how you align yourself with something, right? So definitely align yourself with it, whatever it is for you that's being shown, presented, right? Carrying out the action, right? Getting involved. This is you getting more involved. You know what I mean? Okay. If Virgo is allowing things to flow, then Libra, you are getting involved, right? It's kind of different. Two different energies. Okay. Work, Libra. I'm living for that. Happy birthday season. It's the end of Libra season. Last day. Officially, the next 24 hours or 23 hours and 58 minutes will be Libra. Okay. So now let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio, because it's going to be Scorpio energy after that at 16 minutes. Wow. From the Ace of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Scorpio, this is good for you. This is not feeling restricted, because Mercury is kind of like wants to go all over the place, and Sagittarius is like, yes, do all the things. So you're kind of feeling less restricted now, right? You've made it past the point of being tested spiritually, right? Seeing what you were capable of doing, and now you can see you can go further with what you've shown yourself that you were capable of doing. You know what I mean? Because it might have seemed like you were held back or being held off or something like that. You were having to fend off some energy that was making you feel less than confident. But now you're feeling confident again, right? And their energy is moving forward pretty quickly. And this is talking about swiftness, right? It's related to the Strength card, right? So it's like letting things happen, not forcing them to happen, right? Letting things happen, don't force them to happen. And the eights are talking about control and obsession. Control really, because it's like the 8th house of Scorpio, and desire. So the desire is so strong here, you don't even have to force it. It's almost like you're pulling that in, you're manifesting it, right? It's almost kind of like as above, so below here, and it's a very mercurial card, and Mercury is talking about as above, so below. Work. All right, let's look at Sagittarius at 17 minutes and 40 seconds. Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, damn. Work. Work, people out there, everybody. Y'all done got some good ass cards. Okay? Sag, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter's in Sag. Until like December 2nd. Then it's going to go into Capricorn, which is your second house. Okay? Earn income, money, finances, right? Work, job, responsibility, right? Practices, daily habits. What am I doing? What am I cultivating? That's what the second house is talking about, cultivation, right? So, okay, unforgettable. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about opportunity, work, right? And an opportunity to show yourself who you are, right? What you can do, the possibilities, right? This is kind of like the hamster wheel, too. Some of you guys might be feeling exhausted. Some of you guys might even be traveling, Sagittarius, right? And your career might be bringing you to travel more. And you might be gaining, you might be gaining more notoriety out of your career, Sagittarius, than what you do. You know what I mean? Because this is talking about 10th house energy, midhaven. Look at your midhaven, all of you Sagittarius out there, and see like what it is and what's happening for that area of the chart, that sign, and also that house for you. It's the 10th house, but you know what I mean, that sign. And if you have planets in the midheaven, that has to do with your career for sure. But yeah, darling, know when to take advantage of a good opportunity. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, and that might, Sagittarius, and that might have to do with traveling, You might have a lot going on too, right? Just because of your career and things are taking off. That's great. Now let's look at Capricorn at 19 minutes and 30 seconds. Capricorn, you got the King of Swords, which is what Libra just got in their bonus, so you might be dealing with a Libra, okay? Capricorn is talking about a matured perspective, right? You've gathered information. You know what you know now, right? and you're looking towards, expansion, right? Definitely feeling very expansive because it's air on top of air, you know? Sorry. But there's some growth here and expansion. Your wisdom, you might have to detach from some things or some people, Capricorn, because that's just what you have to do sometimes. You need to take that time out for yourself, probably, you know? Or maybe you've done that and now you feel refreshed. You know what I mean? In Capricorn, you might be dealing with an Aquarius, and that's your second house. So friends might have something to do with the money that you're making, or people, that you work with might have something to do with the money that you're making. Um, you might be feeling good about that, right? Yeah, and you're seeing some changes occur in terms of work, perhaps, Capricorn, that you feel good about, right? And it's just making you feel like anything is possible. Okay, right? Capricorn feeling like anything is possible, all right? So now let's look at 21 minutes. Let's look at Aquarius. I kind of like shaved a couple seconds off of there. Page of Rods. Wow. Scorpio is the only one that got just like a regular, like, minor arcana card. The aces are. No, actually, no. Aries did. But these are all really wonderful cards. Aquarius, I'm sorry. Page of Rods. Right? You button up in your Capricorn phase. Right. Okay? Because Libra season is talking about keeping your calm. The mask you wear. Okay? The bluff. Aquarius, you are definitely feeling enthusiastic about a change that's happening. You know what I mean? And you are feeling spirited. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you have renewed energy because this is youthful energy, right? Youthful, passionate energy that is being put into place, right? Being put, like, there's purpose to it, right? Intention here, okay? For sure. Some intention. You are ready to move forward. You're ready to go. You're ready to learn something new, right? You're ready to be a part of a new institution, perhaps. It could have something to do with work, or it could have something to do with the way that you make your money or the way that you achieve things, right? In terms of, making money. That these new actions that you're taking are going to bring about more stability for you, right, Aquarius? Because the pages are all ruled by, Saturn, which is the world card, and it's talking about, substance. All right, let's move on to Pisces at 22 minutes and 50 seconds. Pisces, wow. This is amazing, you guys. So Pisces, you got the Magician. This like, come on. Right? This is Mercury. Mercury is going to go retrograde in Scorpio. We started the year off going, we finished last year and started, well, no, we started this year off. I'm thinking of like, seasonal years. We started this year off with your retrograde, Pisces, right? And that was the Mercury retrograde in Pisces was at its detriment, right? And we were realizing some things, right? They were being revealed to us, they were being shown to us, teaching us some things, right? We were gathering perspective, right? Understanding our emotions a little bit more. You're definitely understanding something. Something is being brought to your attention, right? You're having clarity of the minds, Pisces, and you've come full circle, right? Look at the infinity symbol up here. Coming full circle many times. Realizing, identifying, right? Connecting, right? You're like, what are you connecting to? What do you mean? What are you saying? That type of thing. What are you saying? What do you mean? What are you thinking? Are you asking the right questions? Are you prompting, conversation, response, right? As above, so below. It's what you make it. You have to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? This is also talking about a level of confidence in oneself, Pisces, right? You have it. You have what it takes. You know what I mean? Because you're here. You're here, right? It's here. It starts now. It starts now with you. That's what the Magician talks about. It starts now with you. What do you want to make of it? Right? It's kind of like the aces. What do you want to make of it? Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo energy, right? Or something talking about, habits or patterns or patterns in love or how you identify with love, you know, in your everyday life, you know, what are your habits about with love. And also there's an ace here in the Libra position, so you might be dealing with a Libra, right? Or you might be, you know, dealing with like just, you know, passion or energy towards a Libra, right? What is it? And you know, there's something going on with Scorpio here too, because we got the Mercury and Scorpio or Mercury and Sagittarius card as the Eight of Wands, and the eights are all related to Mercury on the Tree of Life. So here we go, right? You might be dealing with transformative energy, Pisces, right? And the Scorpio trines your energy, right? And we're full circle with the water signs. That's trying. This creating some kind of like the realization of harmony or pleasure, right? Because this is talking about realization, right? Mercury is the esoteric ruler of Aries, which is talking about initiating things, getting things started. So you might even be feeling anxious, Pisces, because you are anxious, and Mercury is anxious as well, right? And that anxiety might subside a little bit once we get into that Scorpio energy, which is the last water sign, which is fixed, right? So you may not be changing the way that you feel about something, and you're revisiting that, right? So you might even just kind of be like working within that anxiety of a feeling that you're having, right? And it's a lot, right? Swiftness. Anyway, also it's your intuition, you know. Be logical. Make sense. Are you making sense? Really? You know, that's what you have to ask yourself. Am I making sense? Does this make sense? Right? Okay, I'm living, y'all. So this has been your weekly for the last week of October, October 22nd through the 31st. Happy Scorpio season. Happy end of Libra season. Gang, gang. I also have Scorpio in my first house, and I have, thank you, and I have Saturn in Scorpio, right? Saturn is my first house ruler, y'all. Don't mess with Saturn and what they have planned for anybody. Because if you try to change somebody's karma or you try to get in the way, you're going to get knocked down by Saturn. Bye, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, email providencetarotKendrick@gmail.com. You can also get a personal in-person reading from me if you come to Amshanti Bookshop and Crystal Gallery on Sundays between 12 and 5. The address is 230 East 14th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues in New York City, near Union Square in the East Village. Okay? You know, yes, absolutely. If you'd like to see me perform in New York City with the dance company that I am dancing with, I've been with them for over 12 years now. One of the dance companies. And, you know, I will leave that information on Instagram on my NYC Kendrick account. Follow that. Also follow Providence Tarot and Kendrick NYC. Okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Like, share, and subscribe.